Hello everyone, this is Saskesh, and today I'm making a video on what I think are some of my favorite worlds from all the Kingdom Hearts games. For this list, I'll be basing my opinion on a few things. So one thing that's really important to me is the visuals, and it's not really about graphics, but more about the style of the world, so how nice the world was looking. And also, another thing that I'll be focusing on is whether there was a really good gameplay mechanic behind the world, such as add features that we haven't seen in other worlds, and stuff like that, and basically whether I just like it or not. To make this list a little bit more interesting, I've decided to limit it to one world across all the entries. Some worlds overlap with other games, so I figured if I did this, then it wouldn't just be Twilight Town like 4 or 5 times. Starting off with Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm gonna go with Traverse Town. And this was kind of a hard decision actually, because there's a lot of good worlds in that game. You obviously have the Destiny Islands, you have Traverse Town, you have Hollow Bastion. There's actually a lot of good choices, but I narrowed it down to Traverse Town based on a couple things. One thing that helps a lot with this world is the Traverse Town theme. It's definitely up there for some of the best Kingdom Hearts music in the entire series. I really like it, and while you're running around the world, the track helps with the experience. And also, one thing that is really crucial to this world is that it's kind of like a hub area for Kingdom Hearts 1. A lot of the times during the story, you actually have to come back here, and it's very important to Sora and other characters, as this is where you meet Leon and some of the other people in the gang. So I feel like with its importance and with the nice visual look of the houses and the town sort of feeling that it goes for, I feel like it's a pretty good choice for Kingdom Hearts 1. Coming on to Rechain of Memories, I have chosen Twilight Town. Although the Kingdom Hearts 2 version and the Kingdom Hearts 3 version are better in my opinion, the one in Rechain of Memories is very special to me because this is where I was finally into the game. It sucked me in, and it was exactly at this level. The music, the visuals, the overarching sun that just goes across all the levels. It's such a lovely level. I just love it so much, so I had to put it in for this game. There would be times where I would just be sitting on one of the levels for ages just listening to the music and enjoying my time, really just vibing with the entire level, and that's what really makes it so special. There are other worlds in Rechain that are quite good. I mean, walking through Castle Oblivion's pretty fun, that was pretty new, but most of the worlds are taken from Kingdom Hearts 1, and since Twilight Town is first introduced in this game, I thought it would be an appropriate pick. Going into Kingdom Hearts 2, this was actually tough for me because Twilight Town was already taken by Rechain, so I was looking through the world list, and there is one other world that made a massive impression on me when I was first going through Kingdom Hearts 2. And that world is Timeless River. I fucking love this world. It's one of the few worlds that is so stylized, it's very unique to the series, and that's what makes it stand out so much. Because Twilight Town was already taken, I had to look for some other world that made a big impression on me, and this is definitely it. When I first came to this world, when I was doing my first playthrough, I was blown away. I love that animation style, and Sora and the rest of the characters, they look so true to themselves, and I love the retro look, so for me this was a perfect fit for a world for Kingdom Hearts. And the gameplay is actually really good. There's a lot of decent sections where you do kind of mini-game type of fighting against some of the Heartless through different sections. You get the boat level of P, you get some boss fights, you get to fight some mobs, and also, this is one of the few levels that's really crucial to playing Kingdom Hearts because you get to level up your forms, so this is both useful and visually stunning, so had to put it in for Kingdom Hearts 2. For the next entry, I decided to group in Recoded and 358 over 2 days because I've never actually played them on their original consoles, the DS, and I think both of them were DS games, so I only ended up watching the movies. But if anyone in the comments can let me know if there are any good levels or if the games are worth playing, then put it down in the comments. Moving on to Birth by Sleep, there's a couple levels here that are really good, such as the Peter Pan level, for example, or the Keyblade Graveyard, but for me there's one other world that really is higher in quality, and I would say that's Radiant Garden. I really like this place. This is a really good level for this game because of how big it is. I like how open-ended it was. You can really explore the place. I didn't really feel that limiting to you as a player, so I really enjoy that fact. And also, there's a lot of good story moments in this game and lore surrounding Radiant Garden. This really opened up a lot of the possibilities within the lore, and the three main characters of this game actually come together and fight as a group, which is really cool. It has an awesome moment for that, so for me, it has to be Radiant Garden for this game. Up next is Dream Drop Distance, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this game. However, I did find the world with Hunchback of Notre Dame to be really enjoyable. The use of flow motion in this level, and the overall scenery and the building architecture and the other sort of things surrounding the actual visuals of the world were really pretty and nice to look at. And using flow motion, it felt really good. Lots of real open areas, good enemy design as well, so that made it really enjoyable. But also the story in this is actually really good as well. I felt like it had a real nice complete sort of arc where you kind of got a beginning, middle, and end. And yeah, it was just really enjoyable. The boss fight at the end with the burning cathedral and all that stuff is really good. So yeah, I'll have to go with this world for Dream Drop Distance. Fragmentary Passage is not really a full game. However, I did find the new engine they use for this game create for some amazing level design. One thing that I really enjoyed is the section on Destiny Islands where you fight that boss as Aqua towards the end of the game. I thought that was really cool to tie everything in together with this ending of Kingdom Hearts 1 and the ending of this game. So I really enjoyed that fact, so I think I'll go with Destiny Islands for this game. Moving on to the last game, Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna have to go with the Pirates of the Caribbean world. There are some other worlds, some overlaps here and there with other games like Twilight Town and stuff like that, but excluding those, I would have to go with the Pirates of the Caribbean. With everything that the Square Enix team did throughout all these years of Kingdom Hearts, one thing that I've really enjoyed is the evolution of the worlds themselves. And Kingdom Hearts 3, I think, does the best job because they really expand on all the levels to make them as big, expansive, for exploration as much as they can. And this world, the Caribbean world, is one of those worlds that I just love to go back to because it's so pretty to look at. I love the mechanic of how you can go about on your little ship, go to different islands, you have your map, and you can just explore and have fun with it. And the whole vibe and the story of this whole level is just, it's based on the movie, but somehow incorporating Sora and the other characters from Kingdom Hearts into this segment is a really nice change, and it just made for such an enjoyable experience. I remember when I first loaded up this world, I just could not stop smiling. It was just so much fun. And I really hope with future games they continue making these types of worlds and levels because they're so much fun. The exploration enough is worth it. So for this game, I had to go with Pirates of the Caribbean world. It was honestly quite hard to narrow down just one level per game, but I feel like I've been able to do that here. But what do you think? Do you agree with some of my choices? Or do you have other favorites that you prefer? Let me know in the comments. And as always, like and subscribe, and see you guys next video. Bye!